Hello, and welcome to my podcast. Today I will be discussing a project-based learning unit, also known as a PBL unit, about Native American creation stories. I used this unit as part of a cross-curricular PBL. All of the teachers on my team related their lessons to Native Americans and their journey westward. This was a final project for the unit in my ELA class, or English class. I adapted this lesson for this research project from a lesson that I bought for only $1 on Teachers Pay Teachers, made by Miss Julie Faulkner. The link to her unit can be found below this podcast. The objective for this lesson was that the students will be able to identify the social trends of Native American tribes through the study of creation stories. Together with my team for the PBL, we came up with 2 essential questions for the unit. The first essential question was, how did westward expansion affect American agriculture? And the second was, how did westward expansion affect social trends in America? So through these presentations, they were also exploring their essential questions for the unit. The project was very successful in my classroom, and it covered all the major Common Core standards for English language arts. This includes reading informational text, reading literature, writing, and speaking and listening. So now that I have your attention, I'll explain the project. Native American creation stories are narratives that were originally passed down orally through the generations. Tribes use these stories to explain the world around them. Often these stories would explain how the world came to be, or the origin of a natural phenomenon, such as rain, fire, or the origin of a certain living creature. This includes humans themselves. Students in the classroom were assigned to research a Native American creation myth. A suggestion list was given to them to help narrow down their options. The students were required to research the myth and the tribe which it came from. Afterwards, they produced a PowerPoint presentation or Google Slides to present their findings. The PowerPoint was to be 6 slides and had the following criteria. 1. A title slide, including the title of the creation story and the student's name. 2. The tribe name and background information about the tribe. 3. Daily life of the tribe members. 4. A basic plot summary of their creation story. 5. The main characters of the story. 6. 3 elements of literature that were found in the story. And 7. An MLA works cited slide. Later, the students had to present the slides to the class. This unit took 7 days in my classroom. On day 1, I introduced the project and rubrics, 1 for the PowerPoint, 1 for the presentation, and 1 for the MLA works cited. I then did a lesson on how to use MLA. Now with the link below and the unit that I purchased, it did come with 3 different rubrics. However, I modified those rubrics to fit my classroom, so you have the option of using hers or you can create your own as well. On the second day, I had the students pick their creation story and begin their research. They then gathered information about their creation story. On day 3, students researched the tribe who wrote their creation story and made their PowerPoint slide about the tribe. On day 4, students made a slide describing the daily life of the tribe. On day 5, students were to work on slides 4 through 6 by providing a summary of their story, identifying the main characters, and explaining 3 elements of literature found in the story. Now for day 5, you have to be really careful about monitoring the students because many will try and paste the whole story in their PowerPoint as a summary. You want to emphasize that a summary is short, only a few sentences, not the entire story itself. On day 6, students made their MLA works cited and began making note cards for their presentation. And on day 7, students presented their projects. I was fortunate to have a very small classroom, and I know that for many teachers, more than one day is needed to have students present. This was a very successful unit because students were able to take ownership of their learning. It's great for classrooms with mixed ability levels because the students can challenge themselves if needed to but it is adaptable for all ability levels. The students really enjoyed researching their tribes and reading the fascinating creation stories. Um, Thank you so much for listening to my very first podcast. If you have any questions about this unit, please feel free to contact me below. Thank you. Have a great day.